Share a story with you that happened a few years ago to me. My 2008 Dodge Durango had broken down. I was beside the road and I called AAA, of course, for assistance. The gentleman showed up in pretty decent time, and of course, you get the text messages alerting you when he's closer, but maybe an hour or so, and it was hot July summer day. And he got out of the vehicle and approached me, seeming to have an attitude. And he eventually shared with me that he wasn't aware that I had a front wheel problem and he didn't bring the right equipment, probably to tow the vehicle, but he would do it anyway. But if there was any damages, it would be my fault and to sign off this waiver. And again, he had an attitude which I didn't take well, probably in his mid 30s. And so as we rode to where we're going to take the car, the truck for repairs, it was very quiet during the first 5 miles or so. And then I just struck up a conversation with him and, asked him, where is he from? And tell me a little bit about yourself. And he started opening up and sharing a few things. What struck me the most, though, was he said he was born with a birth defect, which resulted in him during the first, I guess, 20 years or so of his life having a colostomy bag. And the children in school would laugh at him because he smelled. And he walked with difficulty. I could tell he had some kind of physical limitations. And what really struck me, though, is he shared with me that he's also taking care of his elderly parents. And he was on his way to the hospital to visit his terminally ill sister after he dropped me and my vehicle off. Now, mind you, this gentleman has had this physical limitation, this birth defect, all his life. But he told me he worked and he never took disability and he never would. That struck me. I'm worried about this guy's attitude who's about to tow my vehicle. I'm getting in my feelings and emotions, and he has all of that on his shoulders. I'm saying all that to say, I don't know if you can tell my swelling on the right side of my jaw here. I have a tooth that needs to be removed and the gum is infected, and it's going to be a little delay, mainly because I'm on a blood thinner right now because I had a blood clot last year that developed due to a long flight, we suspect. And I can't have the tooth removed until my doctor gives the dentist the approval and tells them how long I need to stop taking the blood thinner before they can actually extract the tooth. So in the meantime, I'm suffering in my own way. I mean, nights are restless because the throbbing won't stop. And I went back to the ER today at the VA and got some stronger pain medication, and I hate taking pain medicine. So it must be really bothering me. But here's my point. I'm complaining about my nerve and toothache, and it made me hesitant to even do a video today. But then I got to thinking about that young man who has all of that on his plate. And I'm judging him by a perceived attitude when really I had no idea what he was dealing with. So my message is, be kind to people. Sometimes I know we're dealing with our own situations, but an infected gum, yes, it's painful, but it does not compare to what this man had to deal with. So I just want to take a few minutes and share that story with you. It just came back to my memory today as I deal with this small issue, relatively speaking, but again, painful with sleepless nights, but it'll be resolved. This young man I was just bringing up has issues that he's going to be dealing with the rest of his life. So just try to think about that when you're dealing with other people. And I'll talk to you soon.